Navitas is absolutely exploding on news last night that is involving Nvidia and their GAN chipsets. I told everyone here on YouTube to buy Navitas many times over the past few months, and now it is on an absolute tear. Told everyone in the Discord the exact same thing, which is why we are all holding a position of some sort in Navitas. I want to jump in and explain to you guys why this stock is still a buy right now and why it's stronger than ever, but we're also going to look at the technicals, fundamentals, and of course the volatility. And there's risk with every investment, so be sure to do your own due diligence, look at the chart, and don't put any more than 10% of your portfolio into any one stock or any one sector. But we're going to dive right into Navitas and why this could be the best pure play in AI and servers going forward over the next 3 to 5 years with their GAN fast and their SiC and their 800-volt chipsets, which solve problems for servers and data centers like Nvidia, as well as AMD and others like Microsoft and Meta. There is always going to be a need for servers going forward, most likely, almost for sure. And if this is the case, they solve problems. In life, we look for problems to solve and then we create solutions for them. Navitas has done this for servers and server data in big companies like Microsoft, Meta, AMD, and Nvidia, and Google as well. And the partnerships are likely to continue expanding and growing with different companies as Navitas jumps into chipsets, as well as EV cars, batteries, and anything that is involving electronics. We are already seeing GAN fast charging equipment on Amazon for phones, computers, tablets. GAN fast and SiC is the way of the future, and Navitas is accelerating better than anyone in this niche market with very little competition. So let's go over the news, the technicals and fundamentals, and how we can secure a spot in Navitas even now at the current price. If you guys are confused by anything in this video, or maybe you just don't understand the technical analysis side of things, and maybe you want more trades just like this and you want to make the money that you're seeing on the screen right there, those are the profits of my students in Discord. We have trades very similar to Navitas every single week and sometimes every single day in the Discord, depending on dark pool data. We made $25,000 to $50,000 or more on Tempest, Snowflake, Oracle, Broadcom, Meta, Microsoft. The list goes on. I have students that are printing right now on other stocks. Even though the market is volatile, there's always something going on, and I know exactly what data to look for. So if you guys are confused, you want to learn, maybe you don't know where to begin, the link to get started is in the information box below. Let's dive right in to Navitas. You can see how Navitas has just exploded up in the day yesterday, but really exploded at 4 p.m. on some most recent news, reaching highs of $14.30. If you had got in when I originally called this stock out back around $5 or even at $5.50, you have almost tripled your money in 3 months. And if you got into Applied Digital, well, you pretty much 600%, 6x your money on that trade. And if you got into any of my other picks, you made the same amount of money. 4x on SoFi, 6x on SoundHound, and like a 10x on Robinhood and a 20x on Palantir. The list goes on and on. There's even like a 2.5, almost 3x on Wayfair and Affirm. And there's way more trades than that, but that's just right off the top. I gave my Discord a trade on Plug. We're already up 50 cents on that. Call options are up 20% as well. Many other trades, but Navitas is just another one of my picks that has absolutely exploded. So we're going to look at why this is happening, and it looks like it's building a lot of support here in the 12 to 12.50 range. So the stock has making a lot of headroom to go higher, but there's a lot of resistance in here, and it could pull back into the $10.50 or $11 range or lower, maybe even $9.50 to $10 range, consolidate and make its next move upwards. We've seen moves like this similar in Serve Robotics. We've also seen it with Big Bear AI. However, this is a little bit different. Navitas is moving on good news with Nvidia and actual data that they're providing based on this new partnership and based on growth and based on revenue. So this, as long as it continues, is unlikely to be identical to those scenarios. So we might get a pullback potentially into the $10 or $11 range is possible, but less likely if the data continues to be strong like it is right now. Navitas Semiconductors stock was flying ahead of today's opening bell after the company said it was making progress on new power chips to support artificial intelligence infrastructure designed by Nvidia. As Nvidia drives transformational in AI infrastructure, we're proud to support this shift with advanced GaN and SiC power solutions that enable efficiency, scalability, reliability required by next-generation data centers, said the CEO Chris Alexandre. In a statement, this happened on Monday. Navitas surged 25% to $12.50 in the pre-market Tuesday. Shares rose 21% yesterday on Monday, bringing the gains so far this year to 179%. If gains hold, it would bring the stock to a 61% rise over 4 consecutive days of gains, according to Dow Jones market data. Navitas designs and develops semiconductors using both gallium nitride, GaN, and silicon carbide, SiC technologies used in power conversion and charging. The company said its new devices will enable the 800-volt power Nvidia has said will power its next-generational AI systems. These directly power IT racks, thereby eliminating the need for additional converters, Navitas said. According to the company, the 800-volt direct architecture improves efficiency and scalability, as well as reduces copper usage. As the industry moves rapidly towards megawatt-scale AI computing platforms, the need for more efficient, scalable, reliable power and delivery becomes absolutely critical, said Alexandre. The transition from legacy 54-volt architectures to 800-volt VDC is not just evolutionary, it's transformational. And earlier this year, Navitas said that it's partnering with Nvidia on power infrastructure, sending shares up triple digits. The new 100-volt GaN FET portfolio, along with 650-volt GaN and high-voltage SiC devices, was built specifically for Nvidia's data center systems. The technology is engineered to deliver high efficiency, power density, and performance essential for handling the rising computational demands of advanced AI workloads. The collaboration underscores how power and energy systems are becoming critical components in the AI infrastructure development. Analysts say the alignment with Nvidia's architecture strengthens Navitas' position as a supplier in the growing AI hardware ecosystem. Navitas is definitely something you want to consider looking to add to your portfolio. The growth potential of Navitas over the next 3 to 5 years is absolutely insane. In fact, the growth potential for the next 6 months to a year is probably going to be more than even I thought it could be with this new partnership and this new advancement with Nvidia. There's risks with every investment, so you have to be very privy to that. You have to be paying attention. You have to understand the risks, but Navitas has a lot of growth potential. It would not surprise me for this stock to hit $25 by end of the year. Applied Digital has already run from 10 to 38 with a 4x return after it already gave a 2x return the previous months leading up to that when I first announced that last year. This is just yet again another stock that I have told you guys that would run that is absolutely crushing. Right now, I see Navitas making a run to $20 by Thanksgiving or New Year's, depending on how the market goes. It's very potential and likely. Not guaranteed, of course, but there's a lot of potential there, and going into spring and next summer would not surprise me at all if Navitas was pushing $30 to $40. This is a revolutionary step for the architecture of servers and to supply much better hardware with GaN and SiC and the 800-volt system up from 54. VDC is the way of the future with the 800-volt system. Navitas delivers that. So I'd be looking to sell a ton of put options at $10, or you could just get into the stock, and if it drops, dollar cost average. If it runs, dollar cost average. This stock is way above my AVP, which is what I teach my students in Discord, my DFIB, my D-Stochastics, RSI, and my other powerful hedge fund dark pool strategies, which are sort of irrelevant right now because the stock exploded, but I really want to be getting in now before it makes another big move. And if it drops, then you dollar cost average, because if you buy here and you add here, here, and here, your average is right there. If it consolidates and you add more, your average is here. And then when it runs, all this is profit. This is dollar cost averaging. If you add here and it goes up and you add here, then it comes down, you add here, your average is still here. Long-term investing is always the safest way. This is a very strong investment likely for the future. There's no guarantees, but based on this revolutionary AI party, like Dan Ives says it goes till 5 in the morning. He says it's only 9 or 10 p.m. I say we're approaching midnight, but the best things happen after midnight at a party, don't they? So this is likely to just accelerate even more, especially with this good news. Navitas is delivering concrete good news to back up this move. This is not just hype based on all the data that's out there and all the news that's out there. This is really strong. If you want to grow your portfolio, you want to do better in the market, let me show you what you're doing wrong. This is just one example yet again of how I keep putting out consistent trades that my Discord is making a lot of money on. And a couple of these trades are on YouTube, like this one. So if you guys want to learn what you're doing wrong, let me show you how to change your game, the way you think about the market, show you why it's rigged, prove it to you, and help you grow your portfolio. The link to get started in Discord is below. I really want to help you to be able to achieve your best life, just like I'm living right now, to be able to do the things that you want to do. But don't just take my word for it. Let's take a listen to what my student Mike had to say. So we are here with Mike, and Mike has actually been in my Discord since virtually day one. So I'd like to introduce Mike. Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Corey. My name is Mike. I'm 73 years old, and I joined the Discord to learn strategies to earn passive income. I started out with 25,000 and it's now 84,000. Can't believe it.
That is awesome. That's like a 3x return in 1 year. That's a lot.
I love it. I can't wait to get up in the morning.
Awesome. That is the goal. I'm very, very happy to hear it.
The biggest benefit for me was when we had the 2 coaching calls a week, you can interact with yourself in the coaching calls and you tell us what's going on with the current events. I just eat that stuff up because I do a lot of reading. Coaching calls bring you up to date and put you in the moment so you don't feel like you're missing everything. I would tell them that once they go into the training modules and learn all the strategies, and we post trades in the Discord, and if you take the trades and you're hitting it over 80% success rate, how can you go wrong? It's a fun ride. And boot camp's a blast. They'll have fun with the boot camp. You really learn a lot. You're able to really interact one-on-one with you. And well, who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? The community in the Discord pulls up other members in the community, and you can interact in general chat. And then when you have specific questions, you can go to the Ask Corey section. It's all there for you. You just have to do it. You're happy. Get a bunch of small wins. You get happier and happier. You'll love it.
So you heard my student Mike had to say, if you want this to be your success story, or maybe you want Xander's success story to be yours as well, going from 12,000 all the way now to over 120,000 in 6.5 weeks, then the link to get started is below. I would love to help you guys understand the market, show you what you're doing wrong, and help you learn and grow the right way so you can achieve the life that you ultimately deserve. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video and in the Discord real soon. Take care of yourselves. One love, fam.